before me. Hungry, terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction. The trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves. Did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years, but a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day, they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Welcome everybody back to Witcher 3
Friends we show heart, foes.
Wild Hunt.
Remember that.
Maybe it just shows that. Okay.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the
But
ugliest
welcome
man alive and the victim
to
of a
Monday of
curse, was the
Monsters
key to finding the young
with
woman.
Geralt of Rivia.
Geralt needed to lift the curse. So he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
And now we continue our journey through the Nordic kingdoms. Or I think it is just called continent. Don't die.
Do you see
Game.
what I do?
Thank you.
What's your hair lately?
I actually have to check graphics. I am just checking all the options. I'm just hoping my PC doesn't
How
die.
can I be of service?
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
You've come to the right place. A better rate you'll not find anywhere in the city.
Thank you. What is my... I need more crowns.
Wanna dip your dingle?
Geralt, Witcher and Pearl Hunter. There you are, your coin. Earned every last bit. I'd never have done it without you.
Was it worth it?
I think so. Aye. I suppose Letter likes it.
What, did she say something about what you did?
Letter? She don't say much of anything anymore. Hasn't for a while. Letter's sick. Something's not right in her head. Started with a memory she'd forget things, then she stopped recognizing folk, even me. And now she don't even speak. Thought if she saw the pearl, something would wake inside her. You know. We talked a lot about that stupid promise. It was our joke. Just ours for years, but no. It didn't work.
Sorry.
As am I. Farewell, Geralt. Gods guide you the path.
I just noticed. Geralt's beard That reminds me, where is the barber? Where is the barber? We need a barber. There is no barber. I'm sorry everyone. We have to live with the fact that Geralt has appeared.
Whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside streets respect which are
Terrific.
Let's go fetch some bear gear. That is we can go here. No. I mean here.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
The Skellige Isles are very difficult to navigate. Ouch. Where are you? Ah, there you are.
Let's go.
Up.
Lost your nerve? Giddy up. Oh, there, Roach.
What did I hit?
Faster.
I killed a deer. No. Oh dear. I killed a deer. I'm a monster.
Slow now.
Okay, gargoyles, 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 elemental, gargoyles here. Dimeritium bomb and elemental oil.
Time to end this.
I think that was my first ice elemental. And then there's here. Oh, it says the treasure is here. The Knight Shalimil's letter. Your most honored Grace, the Duchess of Alxia. Illegible fragment. The Witcher Gerd feared your Grace's wrath, feared your Grace's righteous fury. So off he fled to Skellige, to that hive of pirates, thieves, and other such bandits. In truth, the gods must have smiled on our guest, for quickly did we catch his foul scent, and drag him to a public house near the village of Fleshdal, where he was banqueting with the locals. Some sought to protect him, treating the traitorous man as a companion in arms. We therefore showed them no mercy, and burned the inn to the ground. Alas and alack, the Witcher escaped us once again, but we dragged him to the ruins to the old fortress called Etnirle, where he went to hide, or else, perchance, lay in wait by some monster. Illegible. We made haste to assault his position with all our strength, but still the treacherous foe slew 5 of my men, wounded me most severely, and brought the ruins roof collapsing down on us with some witchcraft. Never fear, we shall surely free ourselves from here soon. Meanwhile, I have ordered the wild witcher's campsite searched and have found a diagram for some highly curious weapon. It is enclosed with this writing, entrusted to your grace's safekeeping. Another day, perhaps 2, and we shall dig ourselves out of this rabble and catch the witcher. If fate is kind, perhaps I shall next send your grace not a missive, but the witcher's scalp. Illegible. Yet it must be said that from the very start he slighted your grace with his most rude and brusque manners. True, it is beyond the reasoning of a simple knight such as I to comprehend how a base worm like that could dare refuse your duchessness anything. Why, serving your most graciousness is an honor. An anyone who shuns such service reveals himself as a simpleton and knave. Thank all the heavens, the gods watch over your graceful being, and the merciless usurper, that twisted wretch who deems himself your father, could be ripped off his stolen throne without the need for that mutant's help. Yet it is a witcher surviving employ, your grace. If you will pardon my Terrarian to kill monsters and your good grace's father, why, what was he if not a beast? A murderous monster lapping up the blood of innocents. And since he was such a monster, though draped in human skin, revealing his monstrous form only through deeds and not demeanor, the witcher ought to have killed him, as your grace asks of him. Therefore, it is just that said Frick shall pay with his neck for violating the dictates of honor and witcher law alike. Your grace's humble servant, Salimir of Black Fluteland of the Plant Banner. Arrest warrant for the Witcher Gerd. Let it bear hereby be known that the Witcher known as Gerd has committed foul crimes against the ducal tiara, namely insulting her gracious majesty, resisting her gracious guards, collaborating with the usurper, and other such deeds, bringing harm to ducal tiara. Any persons providing him shelter will be considered complicit in his crimes. It is the duty of each and every one of Ducaltiera's subjects to provide any and all possible help to the agencies of the law who seek to capture the bandit. For the apprehension of Witcher Gerd, dead or alive, we have a set reward in the amount of 300 Axia dinars. In the name of her grace Helena Lange Haare, heiress to the Duchy of Arcia, suzerain of Galibol. Hieronymus Hussar Castellan.
Move it.
Move it.
go! Run, Roach.
Maybe we needed a smaller rain.
Did I lock me hut or not?
Maybe that'll be a rainbow. Aye. A roaring gale. Lord Sarah struck in for a visit.
Greetings.
Ha! Nary a soul for months. Then one day guests from afar start dropping like rain in springtime. You weary traveller? Hungry?
Looking for Ceres, Jarl on Crate's daughter.
Ah, you found her. Or near to. Lass was just here.
Know where she might have gone?
Took an interest in our Jarl. Asked about his childhood. So I told her to see Begthora and Eirik.
Who are Bergthora and Eirik?
Years ago, Eirik was close with the old Jarl. Was the Jarl that helped him win Begthora's hand. They lived toward the east end of the village.
Take care.
Bless you. And my blessings to Ceres when you see her.
Oh, raining again.
What?
Greetings. I'm looking for someone.
Lucky chap you are then. Truth be told, I'm taken, but village is brimming with lovely girls.
Did you say lovely girls? Where? Maybe one would be willing to show me around the island.
Well, there's Vea, lovely one, Cooper's daughter. Though, nah, she's got teeth like fish hooks. Now Deborah, there's a fine lass, teeth bang on straight. Though, there is a growth under her right eye. Maya's got a right dreamy face, if not for that bit of bone rot on her right foot. Ah, nuts. Now I give it a think, well, none of these lasses are really appealing.
I'm looking for Ceres.
The skinny thing. Lovely doe eyes, true, and she's from an honourable house. But the lass is gaunt as a sapling.
I don't know where she is, and her father...
Ugh, tell Crack to calm down. No Skellige lass can perish in her own isles. All right, she was here a few hours. Went to find me man Eirik. Needed to talk, she said. They should be on the beach, t'other side of the isle.
Thanks. Take care.
Good luck searching.
Far from the worst weather we're likely to get.
Are you winning? Let's just let him be.
Fucking mudabra! Swarming like gulls around the waist heap. I be sure we showed them.
We? Seem to remember you sitting on that rock crying for help.
But if not for me warning, you'd be herring bait about now.
Thanks for your help. Did it once, maybe you can do it again.
Well, we'll have to think about it. Busy the day me fishing got nets to mend. No time to fight monsters.
It's not drowners this time. It's Ceres. I'm looking for her.
Aye, fine-looking girl. Can tell right away she's from a good clan. Left her sitting right here when I sailed out to bring in the morning catch.
Any idea why she came here? She say what she was after or just admire the scenery?
She asked about our Jarl and his family.
She say where she was headed?
Wouldn't tell a stranger, but we did risk our hides together. Went to Odeldrick's old family home. Yonder on the hill.
Thanks. Farewell.
Just back from fishing.
Seriously wrong here. Fresh footprints. Could be Ceres's. Ceres. Passed out. Gotta get her out of here.
Where am I? Oh, my head. Pain's just awful.
Got hit with something heavy.
Geralt? Why are you here?
Came to look for you. Croc's worried. Taking you home.
I won't go until I help Ulrich. The sword! Where's the sword? I've got to go back!
You're not going anywhere. I carried you out of there a moment ago half dead.
I have to!
You have to tell me what's going on. Why'd you go in there?
I wanted to help Ulrich.
Sure, he was acting strangely, but I don't see how your stroll through a haunted house will help him.
It would have if I'd only found the sword.
So what's this sword all about?
It's Brockvar, the ancestral sword of Udalric's clan. I needed to lift the curse that holds Udalric.
A curse?
Long story. Years ago, Udalric and his little brother butted heads over the sword. As custom has it, the clan's sword should go to the firstborn son, Udalric. But his father gave Brockvar to his little brother, Aki.
Serious insult in these lands.
Serious enough for Udalric to break a sacred law here in Skellige. He openly questioned his father's decision.
Guessing the old Jarl couldn't let it pass.
They chained Udalric to a pile, up to his waist in the sea. Spent 3 days like that. When his punishment ended, he and Aki sailed out to fish.
Got a feeling this trip didn't end happily.
Your feeling's right. There was an accident. A storm broke out and Aki fell overboard. Udalric had his hands full with the sails. Didn't hear his brother until it was too late.
Didn't hear? Or didn't want to hear?
Some folk on the Isle had the same doubt, but none would mention it aloud.
What do you think? Did Udalric kill Aki?
I don't want to jump to any conclusions. But I do think whatever happened at sea that day, well, it's affecting Udalric right now. Powerfully so. And it could have something to do with that sword.
What did you plan to do with the sword?
I thought Aki's ghost would want it back.
The brother's ghost?
Long as I remember, folk have said Udalric's the chosen one. The one the gods speak to. I believed it once. But now, considering certain things, I think he's just haunted. And it's his dead brother that's haunting him.
Daring theory. Not breaking any of your laws just by thinking it.
Don't care. I don't believe it's the gods talking. Have you seen him? He's covered in scars.
Thought he earned those in battle.
If you call the strife in his heart and head a battle, I've asked him about it. He said the voices command him to hurt himself for the glory of the gods. I think not. It's not the gods, it's Aki.
So you believe Aki's getting his revenge, because Udalric let him die?
I've talked to Yort. He swears Udalric didn't start hearing voices till after Aki's death. And I don't think Yort's mistaken. He knew both those boys from the cradle. I think we've to give Brockvar to Aki, and he'll leave Udalric alone.
Not a bad idea, on condition it's a ghost we're dealing with. But something doesn't add up.
What's that?
Aki drowned at sea, said so yourself. But the ghost haunts this house.
Aki and Udalric both lived here. Maybe that's why. Thanks for your help, Geralt. But I've got to get the sword.
Out of the question. I'll get it.
Really? Thanks. So I can go see Udalric?
No chance. You're weak. Might pass out again along the way. Wait here, we'll go together. About.
So, did you find the sword?
I found it. Let's go.
After you, then. You and my dad, you were mates once, right?
Hope we still are.
But, well, I heard you fell out over something. Or someone.
Talking about that story with Yennefer? Long time ago, that. In fact, that was before Croc met the woman who'd be your mother.
But you and Yennefer had already met?
Things were never cut and dried with Yen.
What is it about her? What is it that draws you?
Dunno. Maybe, it's 'cause I've never chosen comfort and ease. The calm and the quiet.
They smear your ass with honey yet, hero.
If only Miss Sven could be a hero like that.
Fucker!
Where's Yennefer?
Don't know. Why do you ask?
I just wonder why she let you come here alone.
What do you mean, let me?
Nothing. Not a thing. Just got the impression she doesn't like to let you out of her sight. Look, there they are.
Horridly bright out here. Stings the eyes.
The fresh air will do you good.
The gods won't be pleased.
Jarl, our guests, remember.
What happened to your hand?
I sacrificed it to the gods.
Forgive him, Jarl. Geralt's got more to learn about our customs. We're close to the gods in Skellige, and the chummier you are, the greater the offering you make. It's our belief that the greatest thing a man can offer is his pain, his suffering, the pure sacrifice.
To hear the gods is a gift, not a sacrifice.
These voices you hear.
The gods, their voices.
It's not the gods.
Watch your words, foreigner. You're in Skellige, our land, and we revere the gods here. If you weren't on Kright's guest...
Jarl, the Witcher surely meant no offense. Let us hear what he has to say.
More likely this is somehow related to your dead brother.
I told Geralt of Aki. We concluded
That the gods are angry at you, yet he's the reason. That's why you have to apologize to Aki himself.
I didn't want to. Aki fell in the water. The gods will be angry.
Let me help you, and I promise to do everything I can to keep from angering the gods.
Heed the Witcher, Jarl. Make amends to Aki and you'll surely please the gods.
What would you have me do?
Remember where Aki fell in the water?
Near the Isle's eastern end, by the mouth of the bay. Current had swept us towards Ullula's Needle.
It's a dangerous spot. Treacherous eddies swallow a handful of sailors each year.
We need to sail there. Aki's ghost won't rest until Brokvar's returned to his remains.
No. No. The gods, they'll be angry. I feel it.
Fear not, Jarl. The gods love you, and they loved Aki. Surely they want this.
Well, maybe I can sail there. The sword should be returned. That's what matters. Makes no difference by whose hand. What do I look for? Did Aki have anything that'll help me recognize him? Something he was wearing that could survive all this time underwater?
Aye. Our clan ring.
That ought to be enough. I'm off.
Damn these comers strutting, then we gotta drag their corpses out of the inn.
But first, I want to do the treasure hunt. Bear school gear.
What? Lost your nerve?
Oh, I am heavy.
Time to end this.
Fucking witchcraft! We'll fix you soon, don't you fret.
Oh, I am so heavy. And back to being heavy. Typical. Hmm?
Stinks of carrion. Necrophages. Siren tracks. A very big siren. Melusine, the mad and dangerous lady of the depths. Clearly used to be worshipped here. Melusine, the mad and dangerous lady of the depths. Clearly used to be worshipped. Strange scale color. Not your everyday siren. Same scales as on the altar. Melusine cult didn't appear out of nowhere. The kitten has been living here a while. Went into hibernation some time ago, but it's awake now. And it's hungry.
Note to self. Don't do that.
Melusine cult didn't appear out of nowhere. The kitten has been living here a while. Went into hibernation some time ago, but it's awake now. And it's hungry.
Aha. Here it was. Letter to Ingeborga Kalebsdotter. My dearest Ingeborga, illegible fragment, arrived at Fort Tuisek on summer's first day. He tarried there a while, training more than one barrel of meat with the Jarl. Soon both were fast friends. Then one day Jarl Torgeil summoned me and ordered me to sail the Spike Rook with him, to show him to where the silence was thickest. Is there no that word? My little mountain goat. To say I've never met a warrior like him in my life. He is solid as an eel and strong as a bear. When the silence came at us, I hadn't even time to seize my axe before he'd cut at them all. And his weapon, why, I've never seen it's like a crossbow, but so small, they wields it with one hand. I know he has a sketch of it in his saddlebags, for I spied it when he was packing up. Once he's asleep, I'll try to sketch a copy to take to Smith and Skellig, so he can make others, so we can protect ourselves from the silence, case they return. Illegible fragment. Soon as dawn breaks, we off. Silence are swarming thicker and thicker. My hands are numb from so much sword swinging, and my breath's lacked. But thinking of you gives me strength. Rest of letter illegible. Well, I am. Here goes the room. I think it was this one.
Come on, come closer.
Loot.
Dropped from on high. Wonder who this is. Time to end this. Someone will pay for this trophy, no doubt about it.
Hey-ya!
Did you sever his head? Head of a giant on your mount? Oh yeah, it's a decoration.
That caught a turn.
They smear your ass with honey yet, hero.
Ah,
Foreigner, see you're not from round here. What's brought ye to Speakerog?
Heard you've got a job for a witcher.
Aye. My sister's near drilled a hole in me, gut pestering me. I hung a notice, hoping she'd let up. Truth be told, didn't really expect anyone to take an interest.
What's this about?
Me sister's betrothed. He's disappeared. Folks say he done a runner. Sis claims she saw a beast carry him off.
Found an old echidna in a cave on the shore. Tough beast, but I killed it.
Treacherous, those caves. Folk used to make sacrifices to Melusine there. So Brit spoke the truth? An echidna nabbed her nils? Feel like a damn fool now, not believing me own sis. Take this. Hard work deserves payment.
Farewell.
Ass with honey yet, hero.
ain't nothing quite like a witcher.
You sure fucking showed that icy horse.
Now then, the next quest. We can do the... We can do the position. Then the lesser you say. Look at Mast marks the spot, but not just any fool can find the treasure.
Must be the place. that accomplished, if anything. Time to see Udalrig.
Was it hard? Killing that vermin?
That actually didn't sound any good.
Them supper knives are good for picking your teeth.
Why'd you do
This
it?
is a terrible cross.
What is this?
Udalrig. The voice has commanded him to poke out his eye.
What? Why'd you do it?
Such was the will of the gods. A sacrifice for Aki.
What did the gods want? Exactly. Do you remember? What did they tell you?
They were angry. A voice said, "You vile wretch, you didn't help Aki, and now you failed to sail out to beg his forgiveness. Poke out your eye, suffer, and regret the evil you've wrought."
When did the gods speak to you? Right after I left?
Shortly after, sleep came over me, so I lay down. 'Twas then they revealed their will to me.
You always asleep when they speak to you?
Always.
What do you see then? Do they try to summon you anywhere specific?
My old home. They command me to light torches, then speak from the shadows.
The gods ever show you their form, or are they always just a shadow?
Once, I steeled myself, gathered my courage, and in my dream made my torch burn bright. I saw a hazy figure sitting in shadow then.
The gods speak from the shadows, you said. Is that why you don't allow any lights in here?
In my dreams, at times I see their form, when the torches burn bright.
To see the gods is a great honor. Maybe with more light in your house, you'd see them when you're awake as well.
Lesser men are unworthy. They cannot gaze upon their faces.
The gods always demand you offer them your suffering?
Only that pleases them, so they ask for more and more.
I returned the sword, but nothing's changed. It's not his brother's ghost that haunts him, tortures him.
What's wrong with him?
Can we talk somewhere in private?
The guest room. Come. Well, know what it is?
It's a Heim, a post-conjunction creature, very rare and very dangerous. It latches on to men who commit vile deeds. It feeds on their pain for years, fueling their guilty conscience. In the end, Heims force their victims to mutilate themselves.
Sounds unpleasant. Any way to defeat it?
Two methods that work, in theory. They say a Heim can be tricked. You have to pretend to do something horrible. Then it'll move on to you as its new victim. When it realizes it's been tricked, it'll be forced to leave.
Great. Let's try it.
Don't know anyone who's pulled it off.
Well, maybe no one's thought up a trick that was good enough. What's this other way?
Witcher's bestiaries say you have to spend a night in the Heim's lair with the affected individual.
The haunted house, you mean? It's hardly cozy, but I wager you've slept in worse conditions.
It's not about sleeping. You've got to draw the Heim out. It has to emerge from the shadows, show itself. Can't hurt it otherwise.
And it's sure to give as good as it gets.
You've seen Udalric. It won't be an easy fight.
I know you're doubtful, but we should at least try to find a way to trick the Heim.
Might not be as simple as it seems. Besides, neither method's perfect.
What do you mean?
The Heim's a demon, and demons are notoriously hard to fool. Plus, the trickster can't know it's a trick.
What?
The Heim attacks those who have a guilty conscience, truly believe they committed a foul deed. The Heim strengthens their regret and feeds on it. Meaning, if the new host doesn't feel true sorrow, the Heim will sense that.
Yes. So, for this to work, if either of us has an idea, we can't tell the other one about it.
Exactly.
And what about the other method?
Udalric might not survive an entire night in the Heim's lair.
You think the Heim... Would it try to kill Udalric?
No, that would mean losing its host. But Udalric could just... expire. He's weak, and the house will summon painful memories. Whereas to the Heim, that'll be an opportunity. The more pain the Heim causes Udalric, the stronger it'll grow.
And the more dangerous it will be to you. Both methods seem risky, but I still think we should try the trick.
Don't know that I'm convinced.
Just please don't tell me you have to consult Yennefer on such things as well. If we fail to think of anything, we can always try the Witcher's way.
Trying the trick can't hurt.
Good decision.
Haunted house. The Heim's lair. Only place where anything like this could work.
After you, then.
No reason to delay.
Let's look around.
Solid craftsmanship. Fitter must have been from the continent. Ciri. No, it's impossible. Damn it. Looking to discourage me? Good. Means you're scared. Somebody could break their leg, or their neck. Shattered. Udalric must have been scared of seeing the creature just behind him. An old cradle. Must have belonged to Udalric or Aki.
Geralt, come! Think I've got an idea!
Come up with anything?
Yes, I have a plan. One that just might work.
Can I get any details?
You've got to wait for me here. I won't be long.
Anything else?
Said yourself, you can't know the details. So no, nothing else. You simply gotta trust me.
Hope you know what you're doing.
So do I. So, can we start?
I'm ready.
All right, I'll be back soon. In the meantime, get a fire going in the oven.
She's running to the old house! Grab her!
Take him. You must put him in the oven. Trust me.
Take care not to hurt the child. Give me the feed.
In the oven. Throw him in the oven.
How long you gonna make me wait?
Smell a card?
Aki!
The Witcher committed no crime. You'll find neither despair nor guilt here. Only shock and relief. You've been tricked. You must go.
It's over.
Over?
We tricked the Heim. It thought I'd killed your child, abandoned you to haunt me, feed on my conscience.
But when it saw the babe was whole, unharmed, it had to go. You're free, Jarl.
Free?
The Heim's gone, so are the voices that tortured you. Let's get out of here.
What's happening? My head's spinning. I'm spinning in a maelstrom.
Geralt, you said it was over.
That's just fatigue. In time, his mind will return to normal.
What? What will I do now?
You'll be fine. Key is to not give in to self-pity.
I feel as if someone's torn something from me.
That's normal. The Heim was a parasite. Bonds between parasites and hosts can be strong. That's why you feel empty now. Give it a few days, weeks, you'll be fine.
Thank you. I think. Farewell.
I'll go with him. He seems confused.
Good idea. Then what? What are your plans?
I'll stay a few days, make sure he's healthy. And you? Gonna stay on Speaker Rog?
Don't know yet. Gotta gather my thoughts.
I'm sure Yennefer must be growing impatient.
What is it with you and Yennefer? Mentioned her several times already.
Nothing. I've just noticed that you're often of one mind.
Saying I'm henpecked.
Not that you're especially different. Seems to happen to all men. Take a rowdy Skelliger, a brave knight or a tough witcher. You all end up wrapped around some woman's finger. Though I will admit you're not all bad. You trusted me, a complete stranger nearly. Few would have had the courage.
Appreciate it if you didn't tell everybody in the Isles. They'll think I enjoy being dominated.
Farewell, Geralt.
See you, Ceres.
Oh my. Ceres and Great. King's Gambit. But first, bear gear. We need the bear. There was... No, there wasn't. I actually need to check that one before I do anything. Because I have a feeling I'm not able to come back here quickly. Yeah. No, maybe here. No. No. Here, quiet. Oop, not falling down there. Well, apparently I can't get there, at least not that way. I am just stupid. Maybe both.
I've battled in worse weather than this.
Hello?
Turns out they spoke the truth about you.
Now teleport.
Yon quiver in your breeches as if Ragnarok were upon us. Cape on a tower. We should assemble.
Look, a witcher.
Yes.
What is it?
I got a job for you. There's no point standing here in the rain. Let's go to mine. We'll talk there.
So what's the matter?
You see that knoll beyond the village? Weren't a thing there for centuries. Till one day we awoke, and bam! There were a tower atop it. Then all of a sudden lightning started pounding down. As if the Noggle Fair itself was sailing in. Hasn't stopped to this day. Something's gotta be done. About the storm. With waves like that, we can't fish, nor sail out to raid.
You tried getting inside the tower?
Have we tried? Very same morning the tower appeared. We went right off. Whole village or nearabouts. Folk wanted to welcome its owner if he came in peace. Drive him off if he came with ill intent. We knocked and banged, but no one answered. So we opened the door, and that's when our knees turned to jelly.
Why?
Because beyond of that door was something like a sheet of water, but standing upright. Never seen such a thing in my life. Druid said it were magic. Gathered 5 brave lads, and they all marched in. No sign of them since.
Fine. I'll look into the tower.
Once you're in, cast your eye around for the folk from our village. Our druid and 5 good lads. It'd be a bitter shame to lose them.
You have my word.
Hemdall guide you.
Here is apparently blacksmith. They are sleeping. Makes sense. Okay. Where is the blacksmith? I want the smith. Ah, here is the smith.
Now what? Rain gives me a powerful hunger.
How do I get there? Need to follow this path.
It's raining. Put on your tunic.
This way, maybe? No? Just in case. Quick save. Can I? No. Can I? In any way? Silence. Yep. It glitched again. Wait a minute. I am. Yeah, why not? I am launching the game again. Be back in a few. And we are back.
His long search for Ciri led Geralt to conclude that Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialist on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Let's try this again. Wait a minute. What was it called? Clan Dolsek Castle. Nie. Drell. But first we do this.
Hear that noise? That's Freyr, grinding her teeth. Means war's a brewing. Time to sharpen our swords.
With Bran dead, who will lead you?
Don't need a king to stick it to the Black Ones. No reason to wait.
Smithing. Pretty tiring job. Need a break, maybe? Relax a bit? Play a game or two of Gwent?
While we are here. No! Well, actually I win. Never mind. I claimed over nothing. Denke Hans. Filawandel ein fit heil.
You're back, white hair.
Yes.
Show me what you have in stock.
Repair. All equipped.
Farewell.
Did I lock me
Hey,
hot
man.
So that way. Hidden treasure, you say?
Well, how long you gonna make me wait?
Come on. Cargo list. Aha. I went too far. Okay, let's see. Where am I supposed to go? Well, actually, if I go straight up, straight north, that way. Mm-hmm. That way next. Bear.
Come on.
Don't tell Cutley about this. Hello?
What is it?
I'm a tad busy.
Okay. Then it was fun.
Show me what you got. Ugly bastard. Time to end this. Damn, you're ugly.
I can do this all day.
Come on.
This is very dangerous place to fight. I did it. Hello.
Lost your nerve?
Ballad of Thorkel the Head. Hark, I shall sing you a tale of a jarl, brave and true, a warrior bold, friend to his people and to his foes, flat and old. Like a sturdy ship, his collets never leaked. Mighty was Jarl Thorkel of Gran Dursik. For a man so grand, the isle held plunder too few. So up Alpa's winding waters he sailed with his crew. Arriving at the city of golden towers walls, he raced, ravaged, and rolled and shook the emperor's halls. But Nilfgaard knows the future strife with coin, and so out cutthroats crept the Jarl in battle to join. Lured by the fattened Nilfgaardian purse, to Skellige sailed bandits, villains, and worse.
Come on, come closer.
Ballad of the Witcher Good. Righteous and brave, of death never scared, such a man had been the Witcher Good. Pursued by foul foes with intention most vile, he made the last stand on Ardskellig's fair isle, fighting all the while. He arrived on her shores mid subs and bars. Help, a dragon yon! 11 runes crawls. Hefting his sword in an expert grasp, he set off at once and slew the wind asp, smiling as it drew its last gasp. But fierce as fiends his foes followed in his path, haunting his footsteps, hearts brimful of wrath. At night they attacked, using darkness as shield, to no avail. Soon their own lives they did yield. By Witcher's hand was such blood spilled. 'Tis a Witcher's right nature to guard men from beasts, and so good silver sword did not rust in its seat. Instead to clan to sack, from silence defend, he fought with to the caverns of Melusive did mend, and took the first step towards his end. Fragment missing. Jarl Thorgeir returned and explained with pride, fortunate he who has friends at his side. Proud is the Jarl who can quit his home keep, and find in his absence no dangers did creep. And Witcher saved all from death's deadly sleep. Fragment missing. Chronicles Clan to Sack. I think now I have all the Witcher gear. At least spare. And typical. Hello? I think I have to save first before do anything stupid. Place of power. Nice.
Medallion's humming. Place of power. It's gotta be.
First, Wellens no man's land. Where was the... There. Now we go make the armor.
Uma, the ugliest man alive and the victim of a curse, was the key to finding the young woman. Geralt needed to lift the curse, so he took Uma to the home of the world's greatest specialists on dark spells, to the Witcher's fortress of Kaer Morhen.
Dribbling.
Geralt, good of you to come by. What can I do for you?
Need some armor made. Witcher's armor.
Not enough coin, you say? Now where was we were at the houses, right? Yeah. That was all. Yeah.
Take care now.
No. Now we have bear. Now we have a bear. Bear witcher. Marquis Serenity. We can do this.
Could use some hair of the hound. Got any vodka?
Chance the vermin will castle with a pouring like this.
Did you see those poor wretches who fled Veno?
Okay, where is this big city player?
Could it be that all roads lead to the Passiflora? Welcome back.
Oh no, I have to be very careful that I am not accidentally going to the Gwent tournament.
I'm curious. You play Gwent?
Certainly. Though for high stakes exclusively, of course. In fact, the game would be exceedingly boring without the risk.
Up for a round?
Why, yes. Let's play. I fail to understand how I lost that. Oh, I believe this card belongs to you now.
Know any other players willing to stake rare cards?
In Novigrad, Siggy Reuven's collection is famous. You really should challenge him.
Oh, Dijkstra, I want your card.
I was made for loving.
Our world will burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
I did not know she dealt in magic.
Ignorance don't wipe away your guilt. Your
What
bones
does?
towards you. Fire, only fire.
I
wish my man were as brave as you.
What do you want?
And he'd kill monsters.
Oh, you'll pay.
Come one, come all.
Now be silent.
Beg your pardon?
Get out of my sight.
Hello?
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
Surprised to see you still dabbling in politics.
It's quite simple, Geralt. I cannot be indifferent to Redania's fate. Call it patriotic concern.
So it's concern that compels you to bump off Radovid?
I think often of the country and its future. And the more I think, the clearer it becomes that as long as Radovid sits on the throne, Redania has no future.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. Gwent's like politics, just more honest. Care for a game against an old master?
Yeah, let's play.
See you don't have Esterad Tyson in your deck. Here, he's yours.
Thanks. Know anyone else I could win some cards off of?
I know an elf you might try. Got an excellent card in his deck. You'll find him beyond the city walls, where the Scoia'tael stragglers have their shanty town.
I am now hunting cards. Cards. Yep.
We get a bonus for working in piss-poor weather.
Eternal fires like to go out before I get them papers.
Oh, that's bad luck. It's everywhere. I see it all around. Hey? What do you want?
Say cunt. I'll carve your mouth.
Hello?
What's going on here?
Fuck all to do with you. Piss off.
Lady doesn't feel like talking to you.
I can handle this.
Shut your trap.
Get lost.
Who told you to butt in, eh?
Huh?
You all right, darling?
This masquerade. Just not a good idea, I don't think.
See what you've done? He's broken character now.
I think I'll be on my way.
I should think so.
Well. That is one relationship ruined.
As long as the damp don't make me sick.
Oh, you make a fine sailor.
Our sailors to change their name now. What do you want to know?
Time to end this.
There is no death!
Greetings.
Greetings.
Life.
It's you! I'll never forget you. I must thank you once more.
You know me? Where from?
We met long ago in Broccolon.
Possible, but can't say I remember.
No surprise, you were badly wounded then. If not for the Dryad's care, it's unlikely you would have survived.
Long time ago. So long it feels like it happened in another life. Maybe that's not so far from the truth. Be glad to glance at what you're selling. You play Gwent?
Do you really have no one else to play with?
Always nice to play someone new.
Fine, beggars can't be choosers after all. I'll play you, and even stake one of my unique cards.
Pull out your cards.
battle I'd so hoped for victory. Alas, so be it. You've won the card fair and square.
I think that was all the big city. Sierra. What you say if we do a little bit cabaret? Ow.
I'm warning you, scamp. This is no regret.
The Smith is here. This way.
In short, who kisses your ass today will bite it tomorrow.
The Passiflora's Novigrad's most famous quartet.
Hattari, my man.
Greetings, I
George.
Greetings, Geralt.
No.
How might I be of help? Listen, would you craft something for me? So long.
Officially, they're tremendous. Unofficially, they drop in themselves.
An abomination.
Hard times we live in now. So I wondered if I could, well, go for hard price.
since you fled Veno.
Ah, so good to see you.
You and Dudu know each other well?
Yes, though he's never told me much about himself. He was a merchant once?
Mm-hmm. Dudu always had a penchant for enterprise. Probably too honest to succeed in Novigrad, though.
Precisely. I've told him countless times that no matter how many times he changes his appearance, the good in him will always emerge. Bloodthirsty tyrants and vicious assassins. He played them so poorly. That must be why. Whereas he always made for an excellent trusted servant or ghost of the old king.
Got a request. Need to borrow one of your props. One of the swords you use for stage battles.
My. Whatever do you need that for?
I don't know, but Dandelion claims it's essential.
Oh, yes. I suspected Master Dandelion might have a hand in this. I certainly hope you don't aim to compete with me. Voilà.
Thanks. I'll try not to damage it. So long.
Oh, it's gonna be damaged.
It's far safer with you around.
Holy moly, you're a scamp.
Think I pissed me trousers.
Lovely, that. Stop scaring us decent folk.
Finally made it. Listen, here's the plan. Sophronia loves adventure-filled romance novels. I can be a hero in her eyes if I can just save her from a bandit. I'll have her eating out of my hand, and there's no way she'll begrudge me that loan.
Want me to be the bandit?
Knew you'd see the sense in it right away.
This could actually work.
Written your lines already.
You've written what?
So you know what to say during the performance. Here, Andromask, put it on. Sophronia can't recognize you.
But...
No time. Sophronia's coming. Stick to the plan. We'll meet at the Rosemary in the morning.
Stop right there.
What is this? Help! Save me!
Not your lucky day, miss. Hand me your purse, now.
Not so fast. Drop your sword, scoundrel. This is your first and last warning.
Dandelion!
'Tis I, though the scum of the city call me the Crimson Avenger.
More like the Crimson Asshole.
Silence, vermin! You shall regret the day you were born.
Go on, Dandelion!
On guard!
I mean, Crimson Avenger!
You're better than I thought.
Ow!
The Crimson Avenger triumphs.
My hair! Are you well?
One blow struck true. Another scar from my collection.
Come inside. I shall bandage you up. Be gone, vile bandit, or the Crimson Avenger will beat you senseless!
Well, Dandelion is now happy. I think that is my favorite quest line. No joking, I like that. Look on Geralt's face when it is I, Crimson Avenger. Then Geralt was just... Oh, for Pete's sake.
Hey, free boy. What do I gotta do to get a lovely
What's he doing?
Hang over this evening.
I was nothing about minding my own business when suddenly up he pops and heals me. That looked profitable for his liver.
Eating at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days.
Look awfully suspicious to me, tramp.
What village are you from?
Willows.
Got
Into
so
the area 2
fucked
days
up
away from
once.
the Zima.
Blood came out.
Another drifter in
Oh,
Tiberias.
Matthew, we left me a gift last time.
Black ones,
He
Redanians,
nothing but
as long as they pay.
Don't
we?
Aren't
you too old to be out
whoring? To give, you got to have talent and character.
First we are going to do I need Wolven, so feline. Wait, Viper Silver Sword. I don't have any Viper gear, no. Now I have taken that. Wait. I wasn't still sure. I didn't equip that. Apparently, oh, it is the prop weapon. Aha, makes sense. Then how much does it weigh in?
There's been a misunderstanding. You're here too early.
We agreed to meet today, so we've come today. Supplies are all hauled in and the crew's raring to work. We'll start just as soon as our lovely directress gets round to deciding on the decoration.
But Dandelion doesn't even have the coin to pay you.
Turns out he does now, or soon will. At any rate, he's working on it.
See, it's all peachy. So will you finally decide what style you want for this interior?
What are our choices?
Master Dandelion said he was torn between boudoir style and theatre decor. Promised to let us know his choice as soon as we arrived. Now we're here, but no decision's been made. And the lady's horribly surprised she's to choose. Though apparently this whole renovation's for her sake.
For me?
Well, it's not for me. Now, would you please decide where I bust a vessel?
I've no idea what Dandelion will like. Geralt, you've known him longer. Say something.
Boudoir seems like a better fit for cabaret. Just don't go overboard on stuffed upholstery.
A wonderful choice it is. At last. Gentlemen, you're done lollygagging. Get to work.
Well. Guess this cabaret's the real thing.
Ever since Dandelion inherited this place, he's talked about it constantly. I just never expected him to take action. And so quickly.
Who knows? Might even settle down now. You'll have to keep an eye on the business. Who would have known?
Despite what people say about him, Dandelion approaches life very rationally.
True enough. Adheres to the principle that a life enjoyed is a life well lived.
You needn't mock.
I'm not. I mean that. Nothing wrong with the principle. Dandelion just knows how to enjoy life. It's a good thing.
Dandelion can also be responsible. He always pays anyone who works for him on time, and he's never missed a performance.
Sure hope your opening won't be the first. He's still not here.
Well, he said as soon as he got the coin, he'd go see Polly, our choreographer. She's missed the last few rehearsals. I certainly hope he's not gotten into trouble.
Anything's possible with Dandelion. Let me see if I can't find him.
Okay, we are doing this.
Washed your hair lately?
Degeneracy, the downfall of civilization, moral decay.
Trouble?
It's a material world.
Youth these days, hair-brained, all of them. Polly, everything all right? Open up!
What's the ruckus about?
Polly and her half-brained fiancé. They're fighting. She's the only one in this town who knows anything about choreography, and that lummox won't let her work for me. Hold on. What are you doing here? We were gonna meet at the Rosemary.
We were, but you didn't show. Priscilla started to worry, so I came to see how you were doing.
Priscilla started worrying about me? That's so nice.
Less for her than for you, I'm sure. So let's get back.
Did you not hear what's going on in there? We've gotta help Polly. Why do beautiful women always end up with such dicks?
No idea. Stand back. I'll break the door down.
Wait, do we have to destroy her house? She keeps a spare key around here somewhere.
How would you know she keeps a spare key around here?
It's not as if we started working together yesterday. Before Polly joined forces with Hubio,
You'd visit her? Often?
I'd hide out here while Priscilla and Polly rehearsed at the Rosemary and Thyme. They worked on the dance numbers I composed.
So, Polly's not one of your...
I never mix business and pleasure.
The one exception being Priscilla.
Who you were just saying is worried about us. So enough of the chatter, and start looking.
Fine. Let's find the key.
Shit, stupid tramp.
Not here.
Now where would she leave?
The key.
It's a rank.
Whoa! What the devil's this? Get out of my house!
Watch it, and leave the woman alone.
What the... She's my betrothed.
But I'm not your property.
I love her. I'll not let her sway her ass in his brothel.
Whoa, slow down there a minute. This is clearly one gigantic misunderstanding. One I can clear up in the blink of an eye.
Shove your excuses up your ass. Sod off, or I'll split your skull.
My friend asked you nicely, so please be courteous in return and hear him out, or we'll settle this another way.
All right, talk.
Hubio, right? Polly's told me so much about you. She said you're erudite and have an open mind.
You said that? Well, there's a truth to it. My mind's the open salt. But its open-sortedness ends when my betrothed starts wagging her arse around brothels. Get out of here, both of yous. Polly's not going anywhere.
Let him finish. There's no brothel involved.
You see, friend, Geralt just hit the nail on the head. For what you have there is the old publicity placard.
Old?
Very. From a time when my establishment was under different management. I, however, would never let any indecency take place in my cabaret. My very reputation precludes it.
So, what's all this about?
Your betrothed is a first-class artiste, and I want to offer her a position worthy of her talents. She's to be my choreographer, and that in turn means she'll receive a share of the proceeds from every performance she choreographs.
You mean to say coin?
And fame. No flirting required. You have my word.
Suppose, in that case...
I knew you'd agree.
It's settled then. See you at the Rosemary, Polly.
Well, I'm off.
I'll catch up to you. Whew. Never expected that to go so well.
You handled it well, Dandelion. Man was body in your hands once you called him erudite.
In negotiation, as in combat, the key is to find your opponent's weak spot and exploit it to the hilt.
So, time to head back?
I've still got to stop by Rotlick's. Commissioned some new placards from him a while ago, but Hubio came across the old version. Plowing artists got some serious explaining to do.
Who's Rotlick?
Never heard of him? Hank Rotlick, famous portrait artist?
Commissioned a portrait artist to paint your placards?
Henry's an old friend, needed the coin. And I decided we needed new placards to promote the opening performance. Seats won't fill themselves, you know.
I'll go see Rotlick. You head back to the Rosemary, or Priscilla will have my head.
Really? You'd go?
No, said that for the hell of it. Tell me where he lives.
Portside.
See you soon.
I am doing this quest. Then I am going to stop for today.
Hey, you! Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Hmm?
Can it get any worse?
Yes.
Well, not to pester folk. But what is it?
Okay.
What?
We can go at it here, or at my place. You choose.
Ooh, Geralt the Monster Slayer.
I need a rest.
Care to time me?
Ooh, wolf feet.
Greetings.
Oh, here it is. The apocalypse. A witch has walked into
What's strange about that?
What's strange is you. Everyone knows witches are freaks, mutants, unnatural. And this here's a decent brothel for whores with principles. Well, spit it out. Got all the same bits in your trousers like a normal lad.
Last I checked, everything was where it should be.
Yeah. Last I checked.
Wouldn't mind a round.
I'm very sorry.
Only need my hands for that.
It's Gwent. I have to play Gwent. I can use her in every deck. And for some reason even monster deck.
Oh,
Wouldn't mind a round or two of cards. Only need my hands for that.
A material world, and I'm a material
Hey, not like right.
Looking for Rodlick.
You ain't alone.
Damn halfling's in debt to half the city, but I'm here to scrape mine before the carcass is picked clean.
There's not enough for everyone, so bugger off. Feeding time's first come, first served.
You're not gonna rob him.
Strange, don't recall asking your permission. Get him, Fred! You'll regret this, mutant. Tell me what you want, damn it!
Placards.
There ain't no ploughing placards here.
And Rotlick, where's he?
Same place as always. Vehicle Bud Estate. Losing his last crowns at the races.
See? Wasn't that easy. Could have said so right away.
Oh! Ah!
Last chance to surrender unorthodox bugs. Grimoires and tracts blaspheming the sacred flame especially.
The venerable bagel buds invite you to the races. Thoroughbreds at full speed near the bagel bud estate outside town.
I'm in a rut. I've such a hard time finding inspiration.
Over lots of rain.
Gods and men, dumbstruck with awe, behold, madly galloping poetry.
Well, Rotlick, seems you're a considerable sum in the...
You Rotlick?
Henri Rotlick, artist, painter, debtor, and martyr to my art. At your service.
Dandelion sent me.
Oh, yes. Tell him his placards are done and safely hidden away. Yet, alas, I cannot fetch them, as a group of angry creditors has seized my home.
Think I might have run into one of them.
Then you know my predicament. And now, Count de Louverton has offered me the chance to win it all back. I'm to wager on a race.
Generous. Not just anybody could afford to do that.
De Louverton is not just anybody. He's Duke Sam's youngest son. Sam of the well-known family of gem dealers. One debt more or less makes little difference to him.
What's there to worry about? This is your chance to settle up, get a clean slate.
We've had a spell of bad luck lately. Should I agree to de Louverton's offer and lose, I shall be in bondage to him for all time.
Let's do this. I'll enter the race. You'll bet on me, win, pay your debts, then give me the placards.
You're that good a rider?
Far from the worst. Go tell the Count you accept his offer.
I've got a cold.
Run, Roach. Thank you. I never expected this. May I ask to what I owe this generosity?
Let's just say I like to do a good deed from time to time. Can we get those placards now?
I'll bring them to the Rosemary in time, just as soon as I settle my obligations.
Fine. See you there.
Yes, you! You got water on the brain?
Choice away.
She casts no spells. On my honor.
An elf's honor worth less
You
than a
seek
man.
someone, stranger?
Grand in the evening. A performance by the illustrious
Start in G major, and
I've told you, the piece is sad.
Well, well. See, the crew's been hard at work. Not bad.
no, not all. But I'd imagine something more, more theatrical. What about Rotlick? Did you get the placards?
Rotlick said he'd bring them on his own. Should be here soon.
Great! The best way I can think of to promote the chameleon.
Never mentioned wanting to change the name.
Rosemary in Time wasn't all bad, but it conjured images of Temerian cuisine served by waitresses in peasant garb. Chameleon's a lot better for a cabaret, apart from which it emphasizes that the place has undergone a transformation. Just a better ring to it all round.
What about choreography? Prepared anything special for the opening?
We haven't, but Polly has. She's priceless. Came in and brought the girls in line before I could say knickers. Premier will have the audience on their feet, on their knees, both at the same time.
Guess everything's ready. So when's the opening?
Soon. We start our dress rehearsal in an hour. I just need to nip back home for my dress.
Thanks for everything.
Don't mention it.
Seems my cabaret dreams are about to come true. So, around to celebrate? I'm buying.
Why not?
That's my boy. The foreman mentioned he saw you and Priscilla talking.
He's all right.
And she say anything about me?
She said something that made me think she's not entirely normal.
What?
That you're responsible, got your feet planted firmly on the ground.
You're pulling my leg.
Not this time. One thing's eating me. How do you manage to get the loan from Sophronia?
Oh, wasn't easy. She got so excited about our performance, I had to read to her for 4 hours. 4 hours from the cloak and the dagger.
You mean you didn't...
Are you crazy? Who do you think I am? She's late, of course. She knew how important this night was to me.
Of course she did. Probably just making herself gorgeous. Takes time.
So it's true. A woman's vanity knows no bounds.
Master Dandelion! Priscilla, she's...
What? Speak, man.
She's badly, been attacked. They took her to Vulmerius Hospital.
Attacked? She's hurt? Geralt, come with me, please.
Of course. Let's go.
Gods. Priscilla. Is she gonna live?
Well, I'd say that's certain. Her condition's critical but stable. Beg your pardon, but you are a relative?
Relative? No, a friend. A very close friend.
Dandelion, correct? She uttered the name in her few moments of lucidity. I am Joachim von Gratz, head of surgery. Until recently, a lecturer at Oxenfurt Academy.
Enough of the courtesies. What are her injuries, besides her eye?
A concussion, cranial swelling, incision into her larynx, and scalding inside the throat and esophagus. Clearly someone forced her to imbibe a caustic fluid.
So this was no ordinary attack, no robbery.
Clearly not. It was the act of a demented mind, and not its first.
How can you know that?
I've seen wounds like this. They're not the kind one would forget, don't you agree? In fact, just this week a corpse turned up in the morgue with similar injuries. And no heart.
No heart? You mean that might have happened to Priscilla? Is someone looking into this?
This is Novigrad. Only the innocent burn here.
Geralt, I know I owe you 100 times over, but I need to ask you another favor. Find the bastard who did this. Find him. And kill him.
Don't need any convincing. Come on, Dandelion. Let's think about what we can do.
I would suggest examining the previous victim's corpse. It has yet to be autopsied. Doing so could very well provide some clues. No need to look astonished, gentlemen. As a surgeon, I know the importance of preventive medicine. Rather than wait for this maniac to strike again, I'd prefer to excise him. Not unlike a tumor.
Great analogy, but this tumor's not gonna sit there, wait to be excised. Appreciate the help, but I doubt you know what you're getting yourself into.
I know perfectly well, and I assure you I can take care of myself.
Easy assurance to make, harder to back up, especially if you've spent your whole life wielding a scalpel, not a sword.
Look at this scar. Don't be shy. Any idea what leaves such a mark?
A flail. Morningstar, maybe.
What do you think? A blow sustained at the operating table? No? Let me repeat. I know what I'm doing, and I wish to help.
Think they'll let me into the morgue?
By the main entrance, certainly not. But you can also get inside through the sewers.
The sewers? Travel them often, Doctor?
As often as required for, the pursuit of preventive medicine.
Alternative treatments. Aggressive ones, I'm guessing. Interesting.
We can discuss this en route. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm. Ready and intrigued. I'll get whoever did this, Dandelion. Even if it's Hierarch Hemelfart himself.
Thanks.
Like I said, doing this quest and then stopping. I take this back. We need to find whoever did that to Priscilla.
You lead.
So, preventive medicine you practice in the sewers. What's that about?
Think. Sewing up drowner victims can grow awfully tedious. Hear that?
Been hearing it for a while. Draw your weapon.
Geralt!
What the heck?
Yes, it's not far now.
Priscilla, how's it look? Give it to me straight, no sugarcoating.
Her wounds will heal, but it's her voice that concerns me. Surely you understand what a terrible blow that would be to a Troberet. Enough to strip her of the will to live.
Any remedy for that?
I fear only your friend Dandelion can be of help on that count. Take the ladder.
Taking the ladder?
This is the place. Come, the quicker we take care of this, the better.
Why? Got somewhere to be?
Someone might disturb us. The coroner, for example. Or Reverend Nathaniel Pastodi. Very well. We seek the corpse of a dwarven woodcarver.
Not the dwarf. Nope.
Human. Wrong body type. Let's keep looking.
Yep. Figured.
This isn't it.
Maybe this one?
Calluses on the fingers, sawdust in the beard, clothes sticky with sap. Must be our dwarf.
Excellent. I trust you don't grow weak in the knees at the sight of blood.
Not a bit. Start the autopsy.
Where?
Let's examine his torso.
What have we here? Deep wound on the left side of his rib cage, and a scar the length of his stomach.
Let's examine the chest wound. Yeah, heart carved out, wound cauterized.
Wait a minute, there's something else.
An egg from an amphibian. A salamander? Scorched but intact.
I attended some lectures in herpetology as a student. Afraid I don't recall any amphibians that would lay eggs in corpses. So either Professor Cochrane was deeply mistaken, or this is our murderer's doing.
Look at the scar. Wounds long and thin, an incision, but the edges are ragged.
Means nothing. Look, no swelling, no bruises. An old injury, perhaps an accident in the workplace.
Open the abdominal cavity.
Due warning, it will stink of rot.
Once fought a Zoogle up to my waist in sewage, so I doubt... Wait. Smells not rot.
Formaldehyde. A medical novelty. Heavily diluted, it's remarkable at preserving organic tissue. In stronger proportions, it's more destructive than acid.
Explains why there's no smell of decay, and why his throat's scalded. Let's look at his head. Hair smells like it's burnt, like he was in a fire.
Notice anything else? That his eyes have been scooped out, for instance?
Those burn marks I see in his eye sockets.
Yes, and some grey dust. Ash, it seems. Very fine.
Murderer gouged out his eyes, then put burning coals in the sockets.
So it seems. Looking at the wounds, it appears our woodcarver was still alive when it happened.
See this? Incision made into the voice box.
Indeed, so thin as to be nearly unnoticeable.
A small, extremely sharp instrument. Scalpel.
But why? The wound is too small to bleed, and there are signs of swelling. The murderer... I believe he performed a tracheotomy, so the victim wouldn't die too soon.
Let's examine the mouth. Burns, blisters.
Just like Priscilla's.
Look at his hands. These welts. Rope burns, right? He was tied up.
I'd expect so. No one could sit through such torture unless bound.
Speaking from experience?
Yes, that of a victim. Spent a year in the dungeons of Tretogor. Long story.
Some other time, maybe. See the callus? Our dwarf wore a ring, but someone took it off him. See anything interesting on his legs?
His right foot. The ankle swollen, toenails broken. He clearly kicked something very hard, right before he kicked the bucket.
Doesn't strike me as the right time for jokes.
Apologies. We surgeons, we've a different sensibility.
Mm-hmm. And a different sense of humor. His genitals, we ought to inspect those.
I sincerely doubt they bear any relation to the matter.
We'll see. Pull down his trousers and... shit.
Syphilis, actually. Early stages. No sign of diffusion.
Think there could be a connection?
Only as the killer's potential motivation.
All right. Think I know enough.
In Enlighten me, please, because I've still no notion what this is about. What the motive might have been.
It's some kind of sick ritual. You saw it. Burns in the eye sockets, cavity where the heart should be, scalding liquid, all centering on warmth, heat, fire.
A fire eternal.
It's a lead worth following. Any idea what his name was?
Fabian Meyer. And I'm Hubert Reich, the coroner. I've come to perform the autopsy, but I see you've done it for me, Joachim. As always, you interfere where you're neither needed nor wanted. Drag others into trouble in the process. Who is this?
A student. Lifelong learner. Got a couple questions for you.
Very well, speak. But be quick. Reverend Nathaniel has come by for an inspection. He'll be here shortly.
You old friends?
Hubert taught me the rudiments of medicine long ago.
And not very well. You've still not mastered certain basic principles. For example, that a doctor's role is to treat the ill, not save the world.
You've not changed a bit.
A compliment?
No, a statement of fact. 30 years, and you've not changed a bit.
Woodcarver's body. Where was it found? It's important.
Plan to investigate? Exciting. He died in his workshop south of the market square, just beside the gate to Far Corners. That poor Trebirates was attacked there. City's abuzz about it. But the woodcarver, Eustace the corpse collector, brought us the body. You should speak to him. Saw him just around the corner near... Oh, greetings, your reverence.
Who are these people? I believe I made it clear no one's to be allowed in under any circumstances.
You did, but they're friends of the deceased. Here to collect the body.
Out of the question. Show them out at once.
As your reverence wishes. Gentlemen, follow me. You shall leave via another route.
Why'd you cover for us?
I was covering my own arse. If Reverend Nathaniel had learned someone had entered the morgue, then cut open a corpse without his permission, I'd be in deep trouble. But you didn't give that a thought, did you, Joachim? As ever. Well, while I don't approve of your willfulness, I also wish to see this murderer hang. So, should I learn anything new related to this case, I will let you know.
Thank you.
Nathaniel. Who is he?
A scoundrel. A rogue. Like every man who wears the robes of the Eternal Fire.
Most are scoundrels before they ever put on the robes.
True in his case as well. Before he donned the frock, Nathaniel was a torturer. Delighted especially in torturing women. Later, Hierarch Hemmelfart appointed him to oversee the morgue. He deals with the temple guard, supervises cremations, conducts funeral masses in the temple on the Isle, and so forth.
Dream job. Might have told me you know the coroner. We could have skipped the trip through the sewers.
I know him, thus I avoid him. I've said enough on the subject.
Don't aim to press you.
Thank you. I've nothing to hide. It's just an old wound, unhealed as yet. What will you do now?
Plenty of leads. Woodcarver's workshop, the corpse collector who found him, alley where Priscilla was attacked. Got work to do.
As do I. At the hospital. I must return there. But I shall keep my fingers crossed.
And I'll keep my eye on you.
Yep, it glitches again. But in a good time this way, because I am now finishing this. There is one plane followed New Vegas. But sadly, no view. No, let's try. If there's anybody who comes with me to the raid. Okay, nobody. But thank you everybody for watching. I will stop this here. See you again next time. Same Veno channel. Bye bye.